So, back for another VGC guide, and this time we're looking at Espeon. It now gets access to Calm Mind, but it already had it. So, it's one of the two evolutions that already had Calm Mind, and it wasn't really used with that previously, so I wouldn't recommend it here. I reckon the Imprison Trick Room is probably the best way to go on Espeon, because it's still pretty frail. I don't know what's up with all the evolutions, well, not all of them. A lot of the evolutions having 65 HP and 60 defense, so it's just got no defenses available, so Focus Sash is somewhat necessary. It is a reasonable speed. It speed ties with Gengar, which makes it a bit awkward. But Psychic and Dazzling Gleam is very nice coverage indeed. You don't really need anything extra. And then you get to do the Imprison Trick Room stuff. You can also very safely go for your own Trick Room if you need to because of Magic Bounce. Magic Bounce is just a nice thing on top. Like, it's not the main thing about Espeon. If you're using Magic Bounce as a Trick Room setter, use Hatterene instead. But it's just a nice ability that actually does something some of the times. So yeah, Psychic or Psyshock doesn't really matter. Either is going to be fine. Just pick your favourites. You want Dazzling Gleam as your coverage. You want Fairy type as your Terra type so that you get extra stab on top of the Dazzling Gleam, and you can actually deal with things like Hydreigon, which would be nice because it outspeeds and would be able to OHKO it back, which is quite nice. But there are a few Pokemon that can viably do Imprison Trick Room. Espeon is one of them, but do you really need it that much over other potential ones like Gengar? Like, you can do things like go for Helping Hand and Yawn, and where is it? I can't even find it. Because it's in the top one. Fake Tears. Fake Tears wouldn't be another good thing of Espeon. I would still have Trick Room on Espeon, because you want to pair it with the Sash to cancel Trick Rooms as well. Fake Tears would be fine, Helping Hand would be fine, Yawn would be fine, but yeah, otherwise, probably should be using other Imprisoned Trick Room setters. If you're using Espeon, then you really, really want that Magic Bounce, or you really want that Psychic coverage, which is fine. And it still outspeeds a Hydreigon and will be able to Dazzling Gleam it, but there's probably better Sash Trick Room uses than Espeon.